No, but you don't understand. They didn't teach you why America lost the war in Vietnam. They made you think that the Vietnamese were some third world country, some third world fighting force. That's not the fucking case. You see, the Vietnamese had been fighting against French occupation in Indochina for 25 fucking years. Ho Chi Minh, the leader of the North Vietnamese army, he was at the signing of the Treaty of Versailles when World War I ended, fighting for Indochinese freedom against the French. You don't understand. The tunnel systems that the Vietnamese had been building to fight against the French were more intricate than the ones in fucking Okinawa that the Japanese were making during World War II. The Vietnamese were not simply some guerrilla fighting force. They were next level soldiers. Both the North Vietnamese army and the Viet Cong, they kicked American fucking ass. Did we take more lives than them? Yes. But did we lose the war? Also fucking yes. Because you can't step foot into someone else's country and not expect them to fight tooth and fucking nail. My dad served in Vietnam. And even he thought it was the most fucked up war he'd ever seen.
Vietnam got invaded by Germany, then they got occupied by Japan, then the U.S. government comes in, they're like, yo, we want some too. Whole time, Ho Chi Minh on there, he like, nah, we getting our independence. Like, we gonna keep fighting, I don't care. I don't care who it is, I don't care who I gotta fight. They're like, how you gonna do it? How you gonna beat the U.S.? He like, we just gonna keep pushing. So, Vietnam, fast forward, Vietnam War ends in 75. Ho Chi Minh dies in 1969, but the amazing thing about that is that, see, Ho Chi understood that whether or not he lived to see the independence of Vietnam, what he was doing to achieve that was going to make it happen. And that's revolutionary optimism. A lot of people think that leftists are nihilists, and we don't understand that we might not live to see the fruits of our revolution, but we don't care.
Why did the United States lose the war in Vietnam? Well, there are many reasons, but here are some of the main ones. Number 1, the failure of Operation Rolling Thunder. The US's bombs often failed to hit Viet Cong targets and instead fell into empty jungle. The Viet Cong also used underground bases and tunnels to shelter from the bombs. They even reused unexploded American bombs against US soldiers. Number 2, the My Lai massacre. In 1968, American soldiers raided a village searching for Viet Cong soldiers. However, in their search, they accidentally harmed civilians, including children. And this was broadcasted around the world, and ordinary Americans stopped believing in the war. Number 3, guerrilla warfare. The Viet Cong used the cover of the jungle to their advantage, and they'd attack the Americans in a hit and run type of style. This invisible enemy, along with the hidden booby traps, resulted in the US troops losing morale. Number 4, the Ho Chi Minh Trail. This was a jungle trail which wound through Laos and Cambodia. And this trail allowed the transport of weapons and kept the Viet Cong troops constantly stocked and supplied.
Nhớ bấm nút theo dõi Cà phê khởi nghiệp và các chuyên mục hấp dẫn tại đây.